All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment on the video. It helps me and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my sports betting community, it's my Discord server. It's possibly the best sports betting Discord community and server that there is. It'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. We in there all day, every day, chopping it up, having fun and cooking up plays. Okay, don't have a review for yesterday. I went 2 wins, 3 losses. Who cooked me? Then I took a shot with the Mavs. I only went down like a 3/4 of a unit because the Mavs were plus money and I bet it to win a unit. But yeah, the Mavs cooked me. Luka also cooked a parlay of mine. I mean, I never thought he'd be the one to hook the slip. I needed 20 points. He got 16. I can't believe it was Luka. He got shut. They shut his ass down, man. It is what it is. So we will just get right into it. We got some player props, and in the straights, we got a couple games for NBA and 1 college basketball play I'm on. Show you guys a parlay. Show you guys some thoughts I have for this slate. And then yeah, I'll get you out of here. I do want to say the lines today are juiced to the moon. They're terrible. Like Cat, you have to take Cat at 14 boards and barely get plus money. If you take him at 13, it's minus 180. Jalen Brunson's points are at 27. His assist is at like 9. I mean, they aren't giving folks any room to make any money tonight. Had to look at some other players, some lesser star players, some like, you know, players who aren't typically in the spotlight. I did find some great plays for the props that we'll talk about. But yeah, I just wanted to say that this slate is tough, guys. And if you don't want to make plays tonight, I understand, because these are some kind of tough. These are some the slate. Just how they're doing the odds is so. Cat to get 2 threes is minus 180. Like, are these folks out they fucking mind? There's no way I'm betting this shit. So anyways, let's just get right into it. Start with the player props. Before I do that, sponsor the videos, Bet Any Sports. Guys, if you are in a place where sports betting is not legal, it's an offshore sports book, so you can use it anywhere that you like. You can do player props. You can do parlays. It's just like having FanDuel or ESPN Bet. You can take Jalen Johnson to get 35 points if you'd like, and you can parlay that with whatever else you want. And then you just bet it. You deposit and withdraw straight to your bank account. So, yeah, just really good offshore sports book that if you're looking for somewhere where you don't have to use a bookie or go to a casino anymore, tap in. All right, anyways, parlay or prop number 1, Mikal Bridges over 16.5 points. Guys, listen, he over the season, he has a 54% hit rate on this, so he's hitting it more than he's not, right? Now, last 20, he's at 50%. Last 10, he's at 60%. And last 5, he's at 100% hit rate. He has been popping off 31, 19, 19, 20, and 23. Now, head to head, he's had a 45, a 32, and a 38 versus these boys. He's also had a 15 and a 10, but he is very capable of having huge nights versus them. And this year specifically, guys, the Hawks are bottom 3 in the league. They're 27th versus small forward position, guys. So the Hawks are terrible versus his position, and he's on fire right now. So you have a player who's on fire right now. The Hawks are no good versus his position. They're worst in the league, and he's had games in the past where he has just absolutely went nuts. I'm actually going to bet him to be, my door just opened by itself. Ooh. I'm actually going to bet him to be the top point scorer, and I'm probably going to take him on a parlay up to 35, maybe 30, 35, and parlay that with my next prop, Jalen Johnson. So I got him over 18.5 points, guys. And once again, if you look at the small forward, you have another team who is very bad versus that position. The Knicks, that is their weakest spot, is the small forward. They're 23rd. Everything else, they're pretty damn good versus on D, but that small forward position does damage to them. They're 23rd in the league. Jalen Johnson has been playing very well. Last 5, he's hit this 4 out of 5, 20, 20, 19, and 23. He missed it versus the Lakers. That's fine. They're very good versus that position, obviously. We all know that. But the Knicks are not the Lakers when it comes to defending the small forward. Jalen Johnson's in an absolute great spot here. This is an important game. Head to head, he missed it twice and hit it twice in the most 2 recent ones. And on the season, he's got a 65% hit rate. So again, you have a guy who's hit this more than he hasn't hit it, has a history of hitting it, and the team he's versus bad versus his position. So Jalen Johnson, I will probably be parlaying Mikal Bridges and Jalen Johnson up to like 25, 30 each for a mega lotto. But yeah, just something to look into and consider these 2 props. Last one is Fred VanVleet. Now, I don't typically bet unders. This is a rare thing. I don't usually bet unders, but there's no world where you cannot bet this under, guys. For the season, he's hit it more than he hasn't. Again, the team he's versed is number 1 versus the point guard. The Warriors are number 1 in points allowed. So they give the fewest points in the league versus the point guard position. Fred VanVleet has been struggling this season anyways to do anything. He's got a 60% hit rate, right? So he's hit it more than he has, and he's gone under 17.5. He's versus the rank 1 defense versus position. And head to head, he's hit this 100% of the time. 100% of the time. These Warriors lock his ass up every time they see him. So as tough as the slate is today, these props are fantastic. I love these props. Even if you just wanted to parlay these 3 right at their line, that would be a good play as well. I mean, these are just excellent props, guys. They're probably, this is a few of my favorite props I've seen all season. Even with how stingy they're being, we just had to look a little deeper and go to some other players besides the stars. And here you have it. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Johnson, and Mikal Bridges, lock them. They're great plays. Okay, let's actually get into each game, talk about it. I'll tell you guys where I'm at and what I'm thinking. So, only 2 games. First game's Knicks and the Hawks. Guys, there's just not a world where I'm pretty much taking the Knicks 9 points or less, laying it every chance I get. They just look too good. I know they've struggled some games, and some every now and again they look shaky, and we're in Discord like, here goes one of them Knicks games. I know it happens, but by far and large, guys, they're playing excellent ball. They're blowing teams out. They are just dominating. Cat is so good. Jalen Brunson's so good. Mikal Bridges has been on fire. They're a well-oiled machine, man. They got great chemistry. They're well coached. They're just all around a good ball team. So there's no way I won't lay 8 points versus the Hawks with them, who I'm not impressed with the Hawks, hardly any of their players or their defense at all. So I just think, man, the Knicks are playing some of the best ball in the league, and to get 7.5 versus the Hawks seems very fair to me. And the price is only -105. You don't have to lay much juice. I do understand that the Knicks can have shaky games, but this is a big game. It matters to them, and I think that they come out here and ball. So yeah, I'm on the Knicks -7.5 versus the Hawks. I'm happy to lay it. Next one I'd consider, I'm not playing this, but Warriors and Rockets, I think I would lean to the Rockets. Big game for them. I think they want it even more than the Warriors will. And the Rockets, they've been playing some solid ball. The only reason why I'm not actually going to play this is, truthfully, I really don't know who wins. I worry because the Warriors are so good versus Fred VanVleet's position. I don't think he does anything tonight. Puts a lot of pressure on some of the other guys on the team, and they don't have that really big scoring star. So with Fred VanVleet being locked down all game and putting up maybe 10 points tops, how do they keep up if the Warriors get hot? So I'm just a little torn on this. The Warriors have been unhealthy. Steph's constantly hurt. Draymond's constantly hurt. None of them look that great, but they're still winning games. On the other hand of that, the Rockets are winning a lot of games as well. I lean the Rockets because the Rockets are -2.5, and I don't think they should be. And something's up here. I just think maybe somehow the books know something we don't. I think these Rockets, something's telling me it's more like a pick 'em, but they're just going with thinking the Rockets get the edge. I don't know, man. I'm torn. I think I would lean Rockets. This is not let me specify. This is a lean. I really, truly think they're too even to pick this. So what I would do is I'd consider parlaying reduced spreads. Maybe you could get the Knicks at -1.5 and the Rockets at +4.5 for like +100 odds or -100 odds. Do something like that. We have a very high hit rate in the Discord doing that. If the Knicks are 7.5, if you drop them to just a money line, or if you drop their money lines at 320, say you drop them to like -2.5 or 1.5, and then you took the Rockets and you took them at +4.5. Those have been hitting a lot. We've had a lot of success reducing 2 lines, 2 spreads, and then parlaying them. So try to maybe consider that with these 2 games. Because this is still a lot of points, and this is dangerous. So if you want to reduce them, I'm going to play the Knicks straight up, but if you wanted to reduce them and parlay them, I understand. Okay, guys, so what's my actual plays for the day before I get you out of here? Here's everything. I'm on the Knicks -7.5. I'm on Mikal Bridges over 16.5 points, Jalen Johnson over 18.5 points. I'm on Fred VanVleet under 17.5 points. Then my parlay is Mikal Bridges over 19.5 and Jalen Johnson over 21.5 at +471. And then for college basketball, I'm just going to take Louisville -14.5. The number's too low. It should be -25. So Louisville -14.5 is where I'm at for college. That's all the plays today, guys. There's only 2 games. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag. Come join the Discord. Let's crack these folks.